Hey YouTube, this is Moses Says What here. I'm Eric, aka Moses, here with another kid from my locals, Jeremy Ottery. Topped Columbus Regional Top 8 with Chaos Agents. So we got Chaos Dragon and Chaos Agents. It's going to be kind of interesting. So Jeremy's going to show you his deck profile.
Alright YouTube, this is what I threw together in 10 minutes, 4 days prior to the regional. Starting off, 2 Earth, Staple, obviously searches out Venus, and as a tuner. And
hey y'all, shut up doing deck profile.
Shut up.
I have 3 Venus. Once again, self-explanatory.
Here, talk up a little bit, Jeremy, so make sure they can hear you.
I'm trying to talk as loud as I can, but they're loud.
I know, they're fucking obnoxious.
Okay, I have 3 Mystical Shine Ball. That one's also a little bit...
That's Staple. Staple?
Yeah, standard. Is that loud enough for you?
That's great.
Alright, a lot of people think this is player preference, but I chose it because fuck it. I've played one Birdman. Only, basically, pretty much. It's another Dark. If I mill it with Card Trooper, I have my Chaos shit live. And fucking...
It's really not good at all.
Fuck you, Nick.
Love you too.
It's
the Venus Birdman play, obviously, is really...
Stardust Daigusto here is legit.
Yes. Triple Hyperion. No shit. The best card in the deck. Pretty much. The bitch. Archlord Christia. 2 of those. A lot of people don't really... I felt like, at least yesterday throughout my matches, a lot of people just didn't... They forgot about agents. And played people like me. And they were like, damn. You know, I didn't really actually expect to see Christia. Or they don't even think of this card anymore.
Did you ever have it Soul Takered?
No. Never saw it Soul Takered at all. Period. Which was awesome. Because Christia is Christia. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. It's also personal preference.
Like the Birdman helps make it live a little bit.
The Birdman, yeah, because you can mill it and you don't really need Birdman that much. With the Trags and the Gores, you can make this guy live. Or this guy can be another Dark for your other Chaos Monster, which is BLS, obviously.
Money. I heard you open up BLS Honest a couple games, right?
Actually, yeah, that was only 2 games, but those 2 games yeah, BLS Honest. Enough said. I'll go into that in a little bit more detail later. 1 Honest goes with the BLS really well.
Yeah, I imagine.
Here's the kicker of the deck. 3 Heralds.
Money. You prefer it over Valor, or you like combination of both?
Absolutely prefer it over Valor. I'll tell you a little bit later why when I go into my traps. Basically, Herald just is fucking wonderful. Like, it says no to Max C, which I did to my opponent once when they Max C'd my Venus, prevented them from drawing, and they didn't have another play. Just pretty much intended on me.
So you're okay with the -1 because it shuts down a play?
If it gives me advantage, yes. Later on. Also, you can ditch any fairies with this. So
makes Dead Shine Ball good, right?
Makes Dead Shine Ball good.
Dead Shine Ball.
Yeah. It's level 2 tuner. Another kicker. 3 Max Cs.
3.
Yeah. Special summoning I hear is popular. So it's nice to always get rid of a card in your hand that does nothing except whenever your opponent special summons to replace it with better cards. Like Herald, for instance.
Do you ever feel like when it was a dead draw you could just make it a 1-for-1?
On occasion. I would actually wait at least 1 turn before like getting rid of it somehow in my hand, whether I needed to set it, in fact, for just defense. But most of the time, it actually did really good because a lot of people just don't even care. They're like, you know,
a lot of people try to
there's no way you can play 3 Max C.
Did they try to push through the Max C?
No, generally not. Generally stopped them, and by that time I had enough cards to net the advantage.
Seems good.
Off the Max C. 2 Card Troopers. Turbo. Gives you a card.
Do you like the Card Trooper?
I love the Card Trooper, especially the 3 times when my opponent Darkhold while I had Christia Card Trooper. So that was really useful.
Totally okay with that.
And crashes with Thunder King, so.
That's gotta be nice.
And with Gantetsu, it beats over Thunder King. So it's really nice. 1 Gores and 2 Drags.
Staple, hand trap.
Yep. Guess you can't ever have too much protection.
Yeah, with 3 Max C, it seems extremely live.
It is really good with 3 Max C. And with this card, a lot of people thought it was weird. 2
Card D and Agents. Do explain.
Card D is used for a lot of things in Agents. It's mostly used here with like decks that like to draw into other kinds of plays like traps, per se, MST, anything like that, but I use this sucker because cards like this and cards like this, and occasionally that, mostly that, the boss monsters, you get it.
It seems good, especially with all the hand traps.
Any of your plays, there was a couple times during the tournament where my draw off card was that.
Oh.
With a set called the Haunted, and that obviously turned out to be in my favor. So
seems good.
That's why
I like it. Card D and Agents.
Yep. And also, it actually only got summoned, normal summoned, like 3 times in the entire Swiss rounds. Every other game it was used as an auto side out, and I know that sounds hilarious, but it worked wonders. So, pretty much just said fuck card D after game 1. So, but it got replaced with other better cards.
It seems nice though in game 1, gives you more consistency in game 2.
Yes.
Auto side out.
10 spells and traps, those 30 monsters. 7 spells, just the staples, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, you know, the trio, whatever.
Yep.
The trio they call it nowadays. 1 Mind Control.
How'd you like Mind Control?
Mind Control was actually really good. There was one point against Macro Rabbit where I Mind Controlled an opponent's black ship to black ship his Zen mains.
Oh shit.
And there was one time when I Mind Controlled a hero to make a Black Rose by normal summoning my Birdman, because that was my only play. And came back
Seems
from
legit.
it. Yeah, Mind Control is really useful. Also takes the Exceeds and, you know, gives you game. Triple MST, Macro Hate. This is a heavy boss monster deck, like the other guy that topped here. So, triple MST is just kind of like obvious. Don't like siding the third one because I just like having the power game 1 like everybody else. And then the traps, extensive. 3 Call Haunted.
Now you don't have Sangan or the tour guide to get the Sangan. Do you still like the 3 call?
Oh yeah, because you ditch the Herald in anything, or you mill anything, or sometimes well, what I did to one person is I called back my Honest and just got it back because I had that.
Seems like a very versatile card. It's just underrated.
Yeah, there was a couple guys going through the regional telling me that since this was the only trap in my deck, I wasn't going to do very well. So I was a little backwards about it at first, but later on it proved itself. So it's a really broken card in a deck like this. So I would highly suggest it if you plan on trying it.
Seems good. You can go on to the side next.
Was the main board, 40 cards. Side deck is a little obscure, but I really had no idea what I was going to play, so I just put it together. Like I said, it was built in 10 minutes, so like it or hate it. 2 Gemini Imps, Dark Worlds, occasional Gravekeepers in case I happen to run into it with World Tribute.
Drag down's a card.
Or in case I run into the Sam player that mains Morphing Jar.
Yeah, those are scrubs.
So, yeah, Gemini Imps is good, especially in a deck that plays a lot of hand traps. You can just replace the cards with that. You've got 8 hand traps now, so.
That seems nice.
2 Kaikus.
Kaiku, how did you like this?
It was really good. Like I said, the card E automatically came out for it. 2 other darks for your boss monsters, and against heroes, it literally pretty much just wins the game because it's another Archlord Christia against that. And
no miracle's good.
Yeah, no miracle and nothing. Prophecy. I actually never got to see this in action against Prophecy, but I have a feeling it's really good since the second you normal summon this, their fate can't happen. So your boss monsters are 100% safe if they don't have the T-Roar.
Does it affect the High Priestess? Can they banish a spell?
They can banish it from the grave, but they can also banish it from the hand. So this won't necessarily protect you from the High Priestess, unless they happen to have all their spellbooks in their grave. So other than that, it's an 18 beater, and it's a dark, and it rocks. I love Kaiku, and it loves me. Here's another interesting one. 2 Raikos.
That is interesting tech. What did you decide that against?
I sided that against Macro Rabbit, Sam's, a few other things. Actually, what I had to think a little bit hard in this. I wasn't going to side out the 2 cards just for 2 monsters every game. I had to have something else to side out, so I actually sided these out for card troopers because they serve the same purpose while destroying the D-Fissure or Macro and milling 3.
It seems really good. It gives you the mill, and you can still destroy the problem card.
Right. So it was all right. It actually never had its moment, and every time I sided it in, I always won before I drew it. So.
Oh, seems good.
I mean, yeah, I guess winning is good. 1 DD Crow.
1 DD Crow.
Wish I sided more of this because this card was great.
What did you use it against?
Used it against Insector in round 2 to knock out their Hornet. And against Prophecies, I would always make sure with this, there was a crucial point in the game where I needed to make sure they didn't banish something with Fate, so I got rid of a spellbook with this, and it got my Dark Engrave.
Seems really versatile. You can do a lot with Crow.
Right, because I needed my other monster on board in case I actually didn't win that turn. Spells, 2 Forbidden Dress.
Yes.
It was actually just an idea of mine. Like, it's not necessarily great. It's just, it's a quick play. You can play on the damage step to prevent something from completely dying. So normally what you would do, or what I would do, would just, against, it was mostly for mermails because they like to blow up your Christia. So you just make the Christia 22, and they still can't beat over it.
Seems good to chain to infantry.
Also against Dark Worlds, if they try to Grapha it, you can chain dress on the Christia, and the Grapha doesn't work. So
Seems nice.
it's alright. Like I said, it actually never had an amazing moment. I almost used it against Inzectors to prevent my Hyperion from dying, but I actually won the turn after that because instead of playing out his turn, he just scooped. So, 2 Soul Takers. Love this card. Obviously, this card rocks. One of the best side cards ever.
So that just answers problems.
Yeah, that's what exactly it does. Although, the times I sided this in, I actually only got 1 Soul Taker off. I had to make an opponent negate with Logia with a Soul Taker on purpose to Darkhold, but
Seems like
the only thing I actually took the soul of was a Sabersaurus, but I'm pretty proud of it.
Soul of the Sabersaurus.
Because my opponent had a set lance, and I didn't want to crash with Hyperion.
Gosh, we're already 11.5 minutes. It's probably a little faster.
Alright, system down, never saw machines, so shit card inside after all.
Machina Gyria sucks.
2 Royal Decrees. I actually never got to play this, but if I did, I feel like it would have been awesome. Yeah, you get it. Fire Fist.
Beats traps. Understood.
Yeah, and Dust Tornado. This is probably the MVP along with DD Crow of the side deck because it's just an extra MST, and your opponent is like distraught that you blind Dust Tornado their Torrential. Alright. Moving on to extra deck. Obviously 15 cards. Rank 2s, 1 Dark Mist. Never saw play, but you can't be too careful. Gentetsu, Aggression.
You play 1 Gentetsu or 2?
Just one. That's all you really need. By the time you make 1, it's like the next time you're going to make it, generally, you've already got game over.
Overkill. Yeah, I can see
so
that.
You want to make this thing instead and just make it
Gusto.
a little bit more embarrassed. This card rocks, and there's a reason it's $20. Rank 3s, Zenmaines, Tempo, Leviair, Leviathan, and Acid Golem. Only things out of these that ever actually saw play was Zenmaines, but still, the others are just more like you can't be too careful type thing. So, and I've got the deck space, so the extra deck space, so fuck it, you know. Synchros are 1 Armory Arm, probably the MVP of the extra deck, actually. This
BLS Armory Arm.
Hyperion Armory Arm. Actually, Gentetsu Armory Arm won me a game, but anyway.
Yeah.
1 Catastor, duh. Guy and I like it because it's freaking big. Black Rose came in handy. Stardust, Scrap, and Crimson Blader.
Crimson Blader.
Best level 8 synchro ever. So,
what'd you use that against?
Actually, the only time during the entire regional I got the Birdman Venus playoff, I went first, didn't know what I was playing, so just in case I was playing the first Mermail of the day by chance, I made Gotchi Crimson Blade.
Seems good.
So, it probably would have been better with Stardust, but I mean, he was ended up playing Macro Rabbit, so he couldn't actually get over the Crimson Blader anyway, so it was fun.
We're at 13 minutes, but real quick, do you care to tell YouTube what you play throughout the rounds?
Round 1, I had a pretty easy go with Crystal Beasts. I gave props to the guy because he was at least playing a fan favorite, because Crystal Beasts are awesome. Round 2, undefeated by the way, up until round 6. Round 2, I played against Inzectors, which I thought I was going to lose to, but I actually came back and won because agents are sacky. Round 3, I played Black Wings, and he lost because I opened up with Venus, Herald, Other Fairy, Honest, craziness pretty much. So he just pretty much didn't even have a chance. Next round I played Heroes, which I, interestingly enough, Hyperion my old sword to Envoy to win in game 3. Because Hyperion can hit anywhere on the field. Read the card if you don't know.
Kind of pro.
Next round, I played against...
Round 5, right?
Yeah, round 5. Who did I play round 5?
I don't remember what you played round 5. Fuck round 5. We don't care about it. Round 6.
round 5 I played, no, fuck it. Round 6 I played, my friend actually called someone out on cheating the round before. Round 5, round 5 was my Macro Rabbit, sorry.
Fuck Macro Rabbit.
Round 6, one of my friends who I rode to the regional with was